Hi everyone, welcome back to Herky the Cavalier's channel. My name is Mai, this is Herky, this is Milton, and wow, I feel like it's been so long since I haven't sat down and filmed an actual video. We've been traveling quite a bit this summer, so that's why we pre-filmed a lot of videos. And if you didn't see our last few videos, we actually went to New York and we vlogged the trip with the girls. So that's why I actually haven't sat down and filmed a video for a while. So this is a bit, I don't know, I feel a bit funny. And Herky doesn't really know what to do with herself either. Hi Herky, what's going on? Anyways, do you guys like my t-shirt? This is one of our summer t-shirts for Cavalier. It says dog vibes only. It's available in 3 colors and I'm absolutely obsessed. I've been wearing these so much this summer. And for other news, what's going on? We also have like so many new things on the boutique. If you haven't checked it out, there's going to be a lot more things coming this fall. We are launching our fall leashes very soon. Actually, when you see this video, they might already be live, so make sure you check those out. We also have some new socks coming up. Anyways, just a lot of things. So very exciting. Stay tuned for that. Today, I wanted to talk about a subject that's been taunting us for a very long time, for about 2 years now. And I think we finally came to a decision. And if you stay until the end of the video, you will know what our decision is. And the subject is spaying. And we are wondering basically for the past 2 years whether or not we should spay Milton. And Herky is 4 years old now. She's already spayed. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the entire thought process behind everything and all the factors that came into our decision and how we came about to even thinking about this. So anyways, let's just jump right in the subject. Herky is 4 years old. As I mentioned, she's spayed already. She was spayed when she was about 1 or 1.5. I don't really remember, but it was after her first heat. And we were always wondering with Herky whether we should like not spay her and have one of her babies to keep, because as soon as I got Herky, I was just so in love with her, so in love with the breed, and my dream was always to have one of her babies. And just imagine how sweet it would be to have a female that you love so much, or a male even, and then you're actually able to have one of the babies. That's just like so sweet, and I really wanted to do that with Herky. But one time we came home randomly and she had some sort of mass. Really weird. It just like it appeared overnight, like right along her mammary glands, and we're really freaked out because it just appeared overnight and it was hard. And we went to the emergency vet clinic because we absolutely had no idea what it was. It just appeared overnight, but it didn't really hurt her. So after a bunch of testing, biopsies and everything, it came back to be pretty much nothing. And surprising enough, it just went away after a few days. Like it was so weird. It just came and gone super fast. But from that moment on, I was really worried about her mammary glands. And one of the reasons why spaying is an advantage is because it can prevent a lot of health problems, namely mammary cancer. And to be honest, I was really freaked out back then that possibly it could be that for Herky. So that's why I was like, okay, that's it. Let's just have her spayed, and then I'll just get another puppy and it won't be Herky's baby. So that's why we spayed Herky, and then we went with the same breeder to get Milton, so that at least like they have one parent that's the same. But that dream was shot. When we got Milton, then the same thought process came up, along. Like I was so obsessed with Milton, and like she's so special. Honestly, like Herky is like my first love. I love her so much. She's my first dog and she's super special. But there's something about Milton also. Like she's so tiny and she's so sweet, but she's sassy. And I just really wanted baby Miltons as well. We just kept thinking about it. We talked to the vet about it. We even visited some breeders to see if we could find a suitable male. And then one other consideration is that Milton is really small and we couldn't find a male that's about her size. Milton's 11.8 pounds, and all the males that we found that could be suitable males were 20, 22, 24 pounds sometimes, and I just thought that was very large for a male for Milton. And like when you look at her, like she's so frail and she's so tiny, and I just thought like if she reproduces with a larger male, like what's gonna happen? And I was really afraid for her health as well. Like would she be able to deliver naturally? Like she's so small, would she even be able to carry 3, 4 puppies. So a lot of questioning back and forth. I spent a lot of time with a breeder talking about all that, and she has a small female too. She's about 13-14 pounds. She had a litter with that male. He's 22 pounds or 24 pounds about. And everything went fine, and that breeder reassured us a lot that everything would go well and that she would help us a lot. So that really reassured me, but also it just kept trotting in the back of my mind that there's a lot of health benefits as well to getting her spayed. So that's why I was thinking, okay, we'll just have her get one litter of puppies and then we'll have her spayed, and then we can keep one of her puppies. And that would be perfect. So that's why we waited for a few heats for her to get fully mature. She checks out fine with the vet. She's super healthy. Everything is super good. But then another big issue for us is that we travel a lot with the girls. As you know, we have an entire travel series where you can see that we travel a lot to the US, to New York, and to LA with the girls. And I'm not going to say it's easy, because honestly traveling with one dog is a breeze. Traveling with two is kind of hectic, but with three would be impossible, I think. We fly with them, and even flying with two, we look like crazy people. Like, honestly, a lot of people think we're crazy to be traveling with two dogs, so I cannot imagine, and I don't think it would be possible for us to fly with three dogs. And I just thought, like, how unfair would it be if we continue traveling with Herky and Milton, and then we would just have to keep the third or the little baby at home. Like, that would just be super unfair. And with all that thought process, we just thought that, you know, it would just be too hard. Even a road trip with three dogs is kind of difficult. Like, the space is pretty limited. On our last road trip when we went to New York, we were really running out of space because we went for Andy's work. So all the trunk was full of work stuff. So our personal luggage had to be in the back seat with the girls. So it's like really small space. So we're like, oh my God, like, it would be really hard with a third, you know. So all that to say that finally our decision is to not reproduce Milton. And honestly, we've thought about this for months and months, like for the past 2 years, going back and forth and back and forth. And I so want a little baby of Milton. I so want one, but I just don't think it's going to be feasible, just given all this, all the previously mentioned points. So I'm kind of bummed out about it, because Milton she's so cute, honestly. Like, I would so want to have a tiny Milton to continue the lineage. I'm just obsessed with her. Like, they're both so cute, and it's really a dream of mine to one day have a Cavalier and then have her baby to be able to keep. So probably one day when we're more settled and we travel less, maybe that will be like one of my retirement plans or something. But that's definitely still in my plans. But for now, I am announcing to all of you that Milton is going to be spayed after her next heat. I find comfort in knowing that it'll be healthier for her. We're going to be able to avoid a lot of health issues such as mammary gland cancer and uterine infections and all that. And it's also really good for her because she won't be as sexually frustrated. When dogs are intact, they have that urge and they have all those hormones and they just want to mate, and they get pretty frustrated when they can't. And since we weren't able to find a mate for her and we decided not to have her babies, there is absolutely no point for us to keep her intact. So that's why we're going to spay her. Also, this means that she won't have those bloody discharges twice a year, and that'll just be better for her. We don't have to plan around it and worry so much about like male dogs being after her, and we don't have to worry about unwanted pregnancies and everything. So that's going to be a big relief for us. And speaking of heat, we've taken this decision this summer, and we were waiting for Milton's last heat, which was supposed to happen in July. We wanted to wait after that heat in order to have her spayed, but little Miss here hasn't had her heat yet, and we're now into late August, almost September, and we're supposed to go on vacation. The girls won't be with us the first week of September, so she might have her heat while she's with the sitter. So I'm a bit stressed out about that, but the reason why we want to wait after her last heat is to make sure that all her uterus and ovaries and everything are not inflamed anymore. So that's why our vet suggested to wait 4 to 6 weeks after her last heat. So we're still waiting. Milton hasn't had her heat yet. She's been acting weird for the past like month or so, but every time we think she's acting weird, like maybe it's something else, but since we're waiting for her heat, we try to associate it with that. So anyways, so we're waiting for that. She follows us on Instagram. I'm much more active on there, and I basically talk to our followers daily. So if you don't follow us on Instagram, it's Herky the Cavalier. Make sure you follow us on there or on Facebook. So that's where we're at. No baby Miltons. I'm kind of bummed out, but I also find comfort in knowing that it's for the best and it doesn't fit our lifestyle, and it's going to be just healthier for puppy Milton and for her small frame, for her health, for everything. Herky is very needy, so we need to go do something right now. You're hurting me. You're hurting me so much. You're so sweet. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.